Check, check, check. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Is this loud enough? Check now, check now. Okay. Ethan, are you out there? Is that right? Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to our administration, to teachers and coaches. That sounds pretty loud. What did you say? Is that back? Is that back? Hello? Hello? I can do this all night. Are we good, Ethan?
Please move the podium back.
How far is back? Is this back?
Try now.
Hello, Ethan. Note to self, let's do this next year before. Ethan, I'm waiting for your thumb to go up. Keep moving back. Like in my classroom, just keep. Hello? We good? I can do this without a mic. Huh? You realize we're way back.
I know. Yeah. Testing. Nope. Okay, that should be better. Can you guys hear me clearly now? Nope. It's not these. Here, let me turn the gain down. It's number 3. Testing. Is it better? Can you guys actually hear me without it going nuts? Okay, good. Okay, enjoy the rest of the night.
Hello, good evening. My name is Andrew McPherson, and I started to say good evening to our administration, staff, to our teachers who are here tonight, to our parents, to our students, most importantly to the grade 12 students who are here tonight. The reason why this night is so special, way too much emphasis is placed on people who are making bad choices. I say this most years, and every day teachers get emails, this person has been suspended, this person has done this person has done that. You hear horror stories about what's happening in our bathrooms. You see the waves of students who are heading into the woods, especially on the nice times of year. So when we can get the people who have made good choices in one room, when we can get the people who from pretty well grade 9 on said, I want to wear purple, I want to do things right, I want to be on stage, I want to take risks, I really want to enjoy my grade 12 year, that's a nice reason to celebrate. Teachers, some of us got in this job for the wrong reason. Most people got in it not to balance equations, not to teach about World War I. We wanted to see you thrive. We wanted to see you succeed, and the people sitting out here tonight, those are the people. So enjoy yourselves. Let's celebrate together. That's what this is about. Not enough celebration happens. So we're thrilled to be here. I'm going to ask my co-host, who hid during that whole sound check thing, if he'll come out here and join me. This is Mr. Evans. And we've been doing this together a long time. We usually flip-flop what we're doing, except we can never remember who did what last year. So those who are here, if this is what I did, sorry, we'll try and change it next year. Just before he walks through the year in review, just some things that have to happen this evening. It's a nice night, and it gets nicer as we go, and some of the biggest awards and recognitions come later on. And we ask for your respect. One year we had more people on their phone. I mean, it's not class. We can't be on our phone, ladies and gentlemen. So taking a picture, that's one thing, but please show respect for the teams, for the clubs, for the programs that are up here. And again, building suspense as we go on, but continue, please, to be respectful. When we start announcing teams, whole teams are going to come up at a time. And when it gets to be 9 o'clock and the Celtics game starts, we all want to be home watching that. So we want to do this as quickly as possible. So we're going to call everybody at once and do our cheers at the end, and we'll kind of explain as we go. So we ask for your continued respect, and thank you, Mr. Evans.
Thank you, Mr. McPherson. Good evening, everyone. This is kind of interesting this year. To get us started, I'm looking at the year in review, and it is something that I haven't seen in a very long time. The irony to this is that a couple of weeks ago, a former grad or the family of a former grad had stopped by. The individual had graduated in 1953, and I believe their family had passed away. They found this yearbook, and they said, you guys might want it. I got my hands on it, started rifling through, and I opened it up, and out fell the valedictory speech from 1953, originally typed. So I had to take a read. 71 years ago, I'm going to read you something that Kenneth McNeil, I want to make sure I get his name right. Kenneth McNeil wrote in 1953, and I want you to remember what I say here as the night goes on. To give a complete review of the year's many extracurricular activities would be impossible in a short time. In sports, Moncton High surely is to be commended for this year's showing. From rugby, through hockey, basketball, curling, badminton, and softball, the sports were kept at a high caliber and in many cases, extremely successful. 71 years ago. And now this year's review will resemble that. We had a year. The one thing that I put to the top of this is you, the grads of 2024. Give yourself a round of applause. The reason why you're at the top of the list is your staff, your faculty, your advisors were talking, and these were the words that came up all week. You're kind, you're hardworking, you're dedicated, and you're willing to help out. We haven't seen a grad class like you in many, many years. Keep it going. To the grade 9s, I say this every year, watch the names that cross the stage. Watch the names that are participating. If you want to be here in grade 12, with this recognition, you'll find out what you have to do. Here's a rundown of this year. Golf. We finished 4th at the provincials for the 2nd straight year. Our baseball team made it to provincials, losing 2-1 in a tight game in the semis to who won the provincials, Leo Hayes. Girls soccer finished 2nd in conference play. Junior boys soccer made it to the provincial semifinal, losing 1-0 to the eventual champions. Football made playoffs this year with a very bright future. Swimming finished 6th overall out of 21 teams at provincials. Wrestling, the boys finished 3rd overall at provincials. Badminton, the juniors finished 3 at provincials, highlighted by Priyanka Nair, who won a gold medal in singles, a gold medal in doubles with her partner Alexia Kaego, and a silver medal in mixed doubles with her partner Andy Choi. David Kim won a silver medal in boys singles. Unified basketball. What an amazing tournament, organized here at Moncton High School by Mrs. McKillop and her leadership class. Rugby. Boys finished 1st in league play, provincial semifinalists. Sorry, girls, last night was rough. Finished 17-15 in the championship game. Track. Gold in both senior boys 4x100 relay and senior girls 4x100 relay. A silver in senior boys 4x400. We medaled in 8 events. Our yearbook, amazing, as ever. Performing arts, Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia. Model UN, we won best overall delegation as well. Asher Sheikh, Anas Rad, and Adib Salim, who won best delegates for the committees. Fashion Club, a week-long pop-up shop, May, Night in Vogue, and Dragon Boat. Anchor Management, where are you? Anchor Management finishing third, and right over there, Moncton High, winning the Philip Barton School Spirit Award. One thing that we promote here is citizenship, not just locally, but abroad. We had 3 students from our Develop and Lead class fly to Ottawa last week. They met with the Minister of International and Development to work on a Canada-wide science fair project called Shine Bright, trying to provide light in India. Moncton High, you have a lot to be proud of. To get it started tonight, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to call upon Rokiba Adelaide to present the Purple Pro Award. Here's your black.
Okay, so the MHS Purple Pro Award is an honor given annually to a staff member who exemplifies what it means to be a Purple Knight. The recipient is heavily involved in the school community, a positive role model to students, and an integral part of the MHS spirit and success. This year's recipient was the most nominated staff member by the student population by far, and is no surprise why when you consider their involvement. Not often do people like our next recipient receive public acknowledgement for as much work as they do. There are no bronze statues of pack horses. Those who embody the slow grind are often left to it, but when this embodiment becomes strong enough to be perceived as genuine leadership by those around them, the foundations of success are laid. Their commitment and passion have not only contributed to the athletic success of our teams, but have also fostered a sense of community and perseverance among students. This year's recipient has been more than a successful coach. They have been an integral part of the English language arts team, crucial to the football program, and have significantly developed and grown the rugby program and sport at Moncton High School. They are an enthusiastic and inspiring teacher, coach, and mentor who continually goes above and beyond for the students and colleagues. It is this dedication and tireless effort from them that makes them so deserving of this recognition. And so, without further ado, it's my great honor to present this year's MHS Pro Award to Mr. Lass.
We did things out of order. Did you explain that, Mr. Evans? We did things out of order because Mr. Lass is so busy in his life. I think he has to go play rugby in a little while, so we usually save that one till later on, but we tried to accommodate you. Well done, sir. Well done. Okay, let's get going. Beginning is going to be the presentation of everyone who participated in our clubs and committees. This isn't sports yet. This is everything else alphabetically. I'm going to call a whole bunch of names. As you hear what the activity is, if you were involved in that, please come to the front, just down here on the floor at the front until we get everybody here. The first activity is Best Buddies, and this is new to Moncton High this year, so I had to go and inquire fully what it entailed. Apparently, unified basketball was such a success and such friendships were developed that we said, hey, let's just keep going with this. And it was some very special people buddying with some other very special people. Met every Thursday, and I'd like to invite them all, please, up to the front right now. Come on up, Best Buddies. And they are Maysam Albaki, Kennedy Apthorpe, Heidi O'Coin, Dre Barnes, Evan Beach, Celie Booth, C.G. Boshara, Megan Brazeau, Tatiana Brito, Jaden Brown, Reed Cole, Kylie DeVarens, Trevor Doucette, Louis Dressler, Zohair Aldaou, Faith Ellis, Logan Esterbrooks, Maddie Gillis, Ian Griffiths, Jasmine Hebert, Alexia Hebert, Ali Halal, Aaliyah Irving Matchett, Audrey Jameson, Ishmeet Kaur, Amberlynn King, Brooke O'Brien, Adriana Plattis, Obama Rene, Jordan Samnut, Logan Samore. It's a big list. Gabby Schlarb, Katie Seychelles, Kaylee Smith, Tegan Sutherland, Hannah Teed, John Tibbett, Peter Trites Bezanson, George Vale, Tyler Warner, Maya West, Zach Wilcox, Monica Williston, Marcus Wilson. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry. The advisor is Miss and not Mrs. McKillop. We'll go with Miss McKillop is junior and Mrs. McKillop is less junior. So Miss McKillop, thank you very much. Your best buddies. As they return, before we go further, you may have noticed there are a few names at Moncton High that are not all Smith and Hicks. There are some names that sound like they may have an origin in another place, possibly another continent. In fact, it's an exciting time to be at Moncton High School. Classes are full of people who are exchange students, who are immigrants, who have been here for a little while longer, and it is a revolving door of people at Moncton High School. Bottom line, I'm pretty old, Mr. Evans looks older, and we have a hard time with some of these names. Both of us need glasses at best. We don't have them because we're both too vain. So we're struggling with names. We read them out loud to each other today. They made sense to us, but if we're not getting it perfectly right, we apologize. It is certainly not by design. Our breakfast club, led by Mr. Pierce and Miss Duplessis. Come on up, come on up, come on up. Yep. Unbelievable how many students take advantage of this breakfast program. We are very lucky to have the food and the people who help with it. Renee Barrio, come on if you're here. Alex Birchton Evans, Leah Brown, Valentine Franco, Ishmeet Kaur, Holly McNutt, Nicole Nazibine, Cole Burgess, and Isaac Quirios, or just Miss Duplessis. Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes that happens. Mr. Pope, are you here this evening? Mr. Pope, this is our Cyber Knights team. Mr. Pope is the advisor, is our local cyber geek. If Ayatayo Adewumni is here, Matthias Arpin, Leah Brown, Keen Cabalfin, Andrew Depre, Liam D'Souza, Rafi Gasparian, Levi Haroldson, Nathan Huard, Nate Huxley, William LeBlanc, Nathan Lesseur, Ethan Peltier, Anastasia, Michelle, Jelani, Matvi, Giancarlo, or Polina. If any of those people could come join Liam here and be recognized. Our Cyber Knights, ladies and gentlemen, our Cyber Knights. Thank you. The buzz around Fashion Club was something else. Now, part of it is because I have duty with Miss Duplessis a couple days a week, and I heard about the build-up. I heard about the evening. I had five outfits to choose from on that particular day, just to make sure all bases were covered. So, members of the Fashion Club, this is a big list. If you would make your way forward to be with Miss Duplessis or Miss Dueron, Maya Amadeo, Sylvia Basconis, Mart Carroll, Holly Cook, Vel Duffy, Reagan Duffy, Caitlin Elliott, Ezgi Goulart, Autumn Harding, Chelsea Hillier, Caitlin Holt Butcher, Dakota Johnson, Michaela Jones, Meadow Kierstead, Makara Lavoie, Shelby Litwiller, Mark Lontock, Sahari Makwana, Hereward Manthorpe, Cerise Mays, Makisha McGlynn, Madison McGrath, Sophia Mundo, Aslan Richard, Melody Robichaud, Joseph Rose, Matilda Roux, Sean Sacramento, Jocelyn Sirois, Lara Story, Genevieve Story, Peyton Tate, Serena Whalen, Nadia Williams, Victoria Wilson, Ashlyn Wood, Jaira, and Maria, please. Thank you, ladies. Every name read is someone who took a risk and made a very good choice. To our grad class executive, and just before they come, I had the pleasure to teach some of these people this year. And I've been here a long time. I've got a lot of pictures on my walls of students that I've had in the past, and there are some years that kind of stand out. Mr. Bose graduated in 2009, sort of put you on the spot if you're here, but 2009 was just one of those years where the kids were fantastic, the sports teams were fantastic, everybody was positive. It just always stuck out to me as one of those special years. There were a couple other really special years along the way. This year, it might be because many of the people on this list happen to be in my classes, but this year, the grad class of 2024 just stands out as being positive and empathetic, and I haven't written notes like I have in yearbooks the last few days because we're so proud of you guys, and a lot of these names, that's who I'm talking about. Heidi O'Coin, Kylie DeVaron, Louis Dressler, Ali Halal, Owen Robichaud Hurley, Kaylee Smith, Hannah Teed, Callie Thurrett. The advisors were Madame O'Brien Godette. Your fantastic grad class executive. Mrs. Yetman worked with the Knights Community Council. If members of the Knights Community Council are here, if you could make your way to the front. Lama Olamayan, Aisha Anufi, Luciana Aquino, Letitia Belotti, Jackson Cormier, Liam D'Souza, Ayla Esterbrooks, Amna Faridi, Isaac Landry, Leah Legier-Collette, Hereward Manthorpe, Lisa Moraskina, Jordan Paris, and Amber Wallace. Your Knights Community Council. 4 names on the leadership committee. The advisor was Miss Lindsay West, if Renee Anand and Zayed Al-Adi, Ayla Esterbrooks and Maya Jamal. If they are here, if you could come be recognized, the leadership committee. You can just do a flyby, I think. Yeah, there you go.
I would look young too if I taught how to ride a bicycle 5 days a week. Model UN. For Model UN, again, we won Best Delegation this year. Model UN is an organization at St. Thomas University. High schools from all over the Maritimes come along. We even had 1 year from Newfoundland. So for us to win that as Best Delegation is quite big. Your students for Model UN, come on up, please. Renee Anand, Mohamed Anshur, Carter Sear, Letitia DeRocha Belito, Haria Eman, Ian Gillespie, Iris Gumaras Mendonca, Zay Halal, Subin Ali Kim, Nathan Lesueur, Alexander Lyons, Sahari Makwana, Sophia Matovskia, Anas Rad, Adib Salim, Asher Sheikh, Amber Wallace, and of course your advisor, Mr. Jones. Congratulations. Excellent. Relay for Life. We had Relay for Life happen here. If you're a part of Relay for Life, come on up, please. Angelo Aquino, Rebecca DeLimo Barbosa, Jory Dordora, Aya Estabrooks, Amna Farida, Brandon Foote, Isaac Landry, Maya Legier-Collette, Violetta Lukinova, and Brenda Varas, with your advisor, Mr. Perry. Thank you, everybody. Your Moncton High Student Council, what a year they had. Come on up, Student Council. Moncton High Student Council this year, Rokiba Adelaide, Alex Bro, Felix Chapman, Liam D'Souza, Nathan Gillespie, Zay Halal, Kevin Lee, Arthur Lee, Maya Legier-Collette, Alexander Lyons, Dysart McPherson, Hereward Manthorpe, Callum Mitchell, Asher Sheikh, Faith Spicer, Vivian Vargas, Lauren Wallace, and Maya West. The advisors, Lindsay West, Sebastian Murphy, Kate Ward, and Nick Canova. What a great year, everybody. Thank you. This is the time of year when yearbooks are being handed around, everyone's signing them. Of course, if you haven't had a look, and I don't know who hasn't, This year's yearbook is absolutely fantastic, and the amount of work and editing that goes into it right from the beginning of the year, going to sporting events, taking pictures, activities all around the city. What a crew. If you're a part of yearbook, come on up, please. Yearbook Committee, Heidi O'Coin, Ksenia Chepenko, Caitlin Clements, Jory Dordora, Louis Dressler, Haria Iman, Paige Edgar, Ayla Esterbrooks, Lydia Johnson, Ali Kim, Amberlyn King, Abby Lyon, Sarah Makwana, Jaden Matthew Martin, Sophia Matkovskia, Cerise Mays, Raina Mays, Catherine McSheffrey, Gabby Schlarb, Anthony Snowden, Ella Stone, Katana Taylor, Kaylee Thurrett, Brenda Vias, Victor Wayman, Nadia Williams, Chloe Wright, with your advisors, Ms. Ryan Robichaud and Ms. Gallant. Concert band, come on up, please. And with the concert band, we will have a Director's Award. Your concert band, Chloe Alain, Riley Burge, Cameron Campo, Alexa Cayago, Cole Crosman, Sebastian Diaz Moreno, Ayla Esterbrooks, Noga Feltier Gonin, Yaren Felter Gonin, Theo Fleury, Risa Fukui, Misha Guitar, Riley Hicks, Olivia Hodnet, Sana Iwamoto, Marissa Jollymore, Jillian Kalitsky, Cyan Lee, Arthur Lee, Charlie McDonald, Jordan Malcolm, Elif Mazikulgulu, Holly McNutt, Toby McNutt, Rebecca Melanson, Naomi Mihalix, Lisa Morozkina, Priyanka Nair, Jordan Paris, Ludia Park, Hillary Peralta, Annabella Pillon, Lauren Rideout, Presley Rose, Liam Sadler, Angelica Sosa, Macy Young, and Anastasia Souvenir with their advisor, Mr. Pellerin. And the Director's Award goes to Sebastian Diaz Moreno. It's hot up here. Holy smokes. All right, performing arts. Your performing arts, if you're part of performing arts, come on up. Braden Alain, Diego Aragon, Matthias Arpin, Ella Obe, Simon Batalov, Avery Baxter, Alex Bergstrom Evans, Kennedy Bland, Holly Cook, Rachel Cormier, Cole Crosman, Mackenzie Crosman, Lex Dayton, Sebastian Diaz Moreno, Caitlin Elliott, Nazari Feifer, Noga Felter Gonin, Ali Frazier, Julia Rose Gagnon, Liv Hache, Zay Halal, Olivia Hodnett, Caitlin Holt Butcher, Maya Jamal, Sarah Jobert, Holly Keast, Maddie Keast, Meadow Kierstead, Sayan Lee, Maya Legier Collette, Abby Lyon, Ayla McAleese J, Dizer McPherson, Raven Maye, Jordan Malcolm, Maria Manfredini, Raina Mays, Toby McNutt, Holly McNutt, Star Melanson, Sophia Menduno, Ashley Murray, Zachary Nelson, Ethan Nelson, Sarah Newton, Ellie Perry, Hannah Perry, Annabelle Pillin, Cassia Powers, B. Sina Heckel, Jocelyn Sirois, Ansley Slatt, Michelle Startsev, Genevieve Story, Amelia Trejo, Ethan Berg, Abby Vieno, Ben Walsh, Serena Whalen, advisors Christian Arsenault and Becky Fanjoy. I have 2 Director's Awards. Okay. Your first Director's Award goes to Kennedy Bland. I just read the advisors' names that are given to me. I also see down here Ms. Roberts, Mr. O'Farrell, Ms. Baker. I got everyone there. Your second Director's Award goes to B. Sina Heckel.
Those are our clubs and our activities. Let's change gears and talk sports for a little while. There are 9 fall sports alone. There are 9 fall sports, there are 8 winter sports, and then there are 9 spring sports, which means this is going to take a little while, which also means, wow, at Moncton High, you can do a lot of things. You can do a lot of things. Every one of these sports had a coach and an advisor, multiple coaches, a lot of opportunity for our students. So we're glad to do this. Now, these come with what's called a Knights Award. The Knights Award is not that old. It's been here as long as you guys have, but it wasn't too long ago we had an MVP for every sport. I might be the reason that changed. I'll tell you a quick story. I had a player on my team, I won't say his name, 8 or 10 years ago, who was by far our most skilled player. He was not a joy to coach. When he didn't win All-Stars at tournaments, his parents weren't very happy. He wasn't fun to be around in practice. There was no way he was getting my award. So I don't know if I started it, but our award that year went to about number 9 on our bench, the kid who never missed practice, worked his butt off, clapped for everybody all the time. Absolutely, that was our leader. So the Knights Award, there will be one presented to each team, chosen by the coaching staff. Okay, this is not necessarily the best player, although it might be. You got it? Could I ask the members of our baseball team to come up, please? Advisors are Mr. Evans, Andrew Ryder, Jason Baiani, Nick Canova, and Greg Hickox. Your baseball team, Brody Askland, Parker Avery, Zach Baiani, Connor Brown, James Cook, Liam Cook, Logan Dolmont, Josh Engelhart, Easton Lackey, Isaac LeBlanc Burke, Jack McInnes, Brendan Murray, Ethan Rowbottom, Max Tracy, George Vale, Landon West, and Marcus Wilson. Your night award goes to Connor Brown. Our field hockey team was coached by Claire Dooley, Kiana Crawford, and Mrs. McKillop Les Jr. Are they here? Are they here? Okay. When I see 2 coaches walk across the front that were up here a lot in their grad year, it does teachers' hearts a lot of good to see former students coming back and helping out. These were 2 of the good ones. Your field hockey team, Sydney Albert, Kennedy Apthorpe, Kylie Blackman, Sophie Bouma, Alexia Brazeau, Megan Brazeau, Peyton Brown, Meadow Buchanan Doothright, Reese Galat, I hope, Hannah George, Maddie Gillis, Lydia Johnson, Alexis LeBlanc, Maya Legier-Collette, Farah Mograbi, Nada Ramadan, Presley Rose, Lauren Wallace, and Chloe Wright, your field hockey team. The night award goes to Kylie Blackman. Put your seatbelts on. Football. Mr. Olenak and others, coaches, if you are here, make your way to the front. Jack Adams, Covia Lane, Patrick Allward, Abdul Anofi, Louis Ash, Brody Askelin, Max Askelin, Zach Baiani, Kyler Bastrash, Jack Belmar, Nathaniel Burke, Reed Cole, Sam Comstock, Shay Comstock, Sam Cormier, Cole Crosman, Jordan Da Silva Potter, Jack Davison, George Davison, Trevor Doucette, Josh Engelhart, Brady Gadet, Dax Godden, Liam Hall, Ali Halal, Liam Hurley, Mark Hutchuk, Aaron Hutchinson, Paul Kifala, Jack LeBlanc, Kevin Lee, Aiden McKay, William McKay, Cohen McLeod, Tyler McNeil, Cohen McCory, Ethan Manderson, Callum McCulloch, Noah Moores, Xavier Morris, Brendan Murray, Nazwi, I'm not going last name, sorry Nazwi, Roan Paracha, Isaac Quirios, Josh Quirios, Anas Rad, Raman Razdan, Chandre Richards, Felix Robichaud, Owen Robichaud Hurley, Jaden Rollins, Gio Rio, Leighton Sims, Daniel Spector, Sean Stewart Blizzard, Nick Swain, Coda Trail, Luke Treitz, Brandon Warner, Luke Wilson, Grayson Wortman, Alexander Yaroslavsky-ish. Your football team. And the night award goes to, there's some big names here. This year is Ali Halal. From the mighty football team to the mighty golf team, Mr. Poirier, Mrs. George, and Jack Perry. Come on up, Braden Elaine, Natalia Fougier, Campbell Harris, Brandon Warner, Tyler Warner, and Marcus Wilson. Your golf team night award goes to Campbell Harris. Soccer's alive and well at Moncton High School. Your junior boys soccer team, make your way to the front. Advisor, Mr. Bose, class of 2009, and Mr. Trail. Zach, you did dress up. You did. Nice. Yaman Al-Balki, Yaya Al-Tahan, Diego Aragon, Estanis Barniol Sala, Zach Bagan, Braden Daigle, Juan de la Hosmeyer, Casey Gilliat, Christian Carricks, Raphael Legacy, Nathan Murphy, Gian Puidot, Min Tran, Calf Shake, Darian Smart, Eden Smith, Nick Schramek, David Victor Udo. Your night award goes to Diego Aragon. They're playing what? I'm told from behind that a lot of them are playing provincial soccer right now and aren't here for that reason. I think you guys were provincial semifinalists too, right? Pretty good year? Mm. Senior girls soccer, make your way to the front. Advisor, Mr. Plattis, Matt Samut, Andrew Baker. Those ladies would be Heidi O'Coin, Maya O'Coin, Kylie DeVaron, Paige Edgar, Victoria Franco, Emily Friel, Sophia Gabu, Allegra Gauntz, Jamie McClellan, Ashley Murray, Brooke O'Brien, Adriana Plattis, Jordan Samut, Kaylee Smith, Faith Spicer, Maya Trache, Maya West, Louise Yolando Puerado, and your Senior Girls Soccer Night Award goes to Adriana Plattis. Senior boys, make your way to the front, gentlemen. Asking for advisors Ben Welling and Matt Welling, if they're here, please. Your senior boys soccer team were Thao Armand Tardy, Pedro Barros Mendonca, Fernando Bravo, Isaac Fisher, Quinlan Glennon, Joey Goulet, Rodrigo Herrero, Ivan Lutzinzo Gomez, Giovanni, honestly, Marquisello Basso, Shintaro Nakahara, Jamar Perry, Ryan Berkey, Ian Roberto Soares, Toby Tong, Victor Tozy, Sebastian Villa Quintana, Oleksi Yeroman, and your night award goes to Isaac Fisher. Swimming. Advisors, Megan Cohen and Michael LeBlanc. Your swim team, Annalie Bateman, Piper Cohen, Anastasia Como, Max Como, Amy LeBlanc, Poppy Roberts, Ethan Rowbottom, Gabby Steves, Habiba Taha. Really? Swim meet tonight, maybe? No? Okay. Your night award goes to Gabby. Members of the cross-country team, this is your last fall sport. Could you make your way to the front? Advisors were Roya McDonald, Mary Fillmore, and Sebastian Murphy. The runners were Felix Chapman, Ralph Galates, Mohammed Hassan, Hudson Nays, Maya Legier Collette, Hereward Manthorpe, Jaden Matthew Martin, Nathaniel Mihalas, Jesse Morris, Abel Nestor, Abel, Chi, and Poppy, and Asher, and Harley Stewart Blizzard. Come on to the front. Night award goes to Harley Stewart Blizzard.
Excellent. On to the winter sports. Your junior boys basketball program. My co-MC this evening, Mr. McPherson, has been coaching 2 teams this year. So I'll call upon the advisors for the junior boys basketball, Mr. McPherson, Will Chin, Andrew Ryder, and Miss Ward. Your basketball junior, come on up, please. Zach Bagan, Lennon Forster, Chris Gotro, Cale Hickox, Luca Kiranik, Dysert McPherson, Callum Mitchell, Dan Mora, David Olatunji, Jalen Sawyer, Darian Smart, Derek Velasco, Colin Doucette. Hold on there. Your Knights Award goes to David Olatunji. Senior girls basketball, come on up, please. Your advisors, Tim Wallace, Billy McClellan, Kelly Watson, and Greg Gould. Your senior girls basketball team, Maya Alleman, Kennedy Apthorpe, Peyton Brown, Claire Frail, Emily Frail, Allegra Gauntz, Hannah George, Lydia Johnson, Jamie McClellan, Farah Mograbi, Ashley Murray, Lauren Wallace, and Abby Watson. Your night award this year goes to Abby Watson. Congratulations, girls. Congratulations, Abby. Your senior boys basketball team. Advisors, Andrew McPherson, Andrew Ryder, Will Chin, and Miss Ward. Come on up, boys basketball. Your players, Roman Aru, Jack Belmar, Andy Choi, Vaughn Cruz, Trevor Doucette, Ian Griffiths, Alex Hernandez, Simon Inosanto, Kevin Lee, Gentry Leet, Sean Stewart Blizzard, and Pierre Zohu. Your night award this year for the senior boys basketball goes to Gentry Leet. Cheerleading program. A special happy birthday goes out to Lisa Bastarash. Advisors Aaron Legier, Megan Bastarash, Taylor Dixon Arbo, Lisa Burt, and Bella Massaro. Your cheerleaders, Hannah Camo, Phoenix Crosman, Jessica DeVoe, Vanessa England, Jordan Gallant, Catherine Higgins, Audrey Jameson, V. Kozlova, Emily Noel, Hannah Peary, Kira Plord, Naomi Plord, Haley Ray Poirier, Shay Williams, and Brooke Williamson. Your night award for the girls cheerleading is Naomi Plord. Congratulations. I remember reading a CBC article about girls hockey this year, and I'm really proud of the people who fought to make sure that the girls got to hit the ice this year. Girls hockey, come on up, please. Your advisors, Larry Cook, Kevin Blackman, Brad DeVarens, April McAleese-J, and Maya Nagel. So we have 11 Moncton High girls hockey members, and we also had 5 McNaughton members to join. That took them out of the running for any provincial championship or anything, but they got to play, and that was the biggest part. Your girls hockey players, Sydney Albert, Alicia Beal, Kylie Blackman, Tegan Cassavant, Caden Cook, Kylie DeVarens, Ayla McAleese-J, Chloe Robichaud, Presley Rose, Ava Tid-Barrett, and Maya Trottier, with your night award going to Kylie Blackman. Boys hockey, advisors Chris Plattis, Matt Bowes, Marty Nickel, Malcolm Cole, Troy Adams, and Keenan. Just Keenan. Your boys hockey players, Jack Adams, Lucas Obey, Zach Biani, Evan Beach, Connor Brown, Reed Cole, James Cook, Braden Daigle, Christian Doe, Joey Goulet, Ben Harriman, Campbell Harris, Josh Kennedy, Ethan Curvin, Isaac LeBlanc Burke, Brennan Murray, Jordan Potter, Max Tracy, George Vale, Brandon Warner, and Tyler Warner. Your boys hockey night award goes to Reed Cole. The Moncton High Wrestling Program, advisors Jason Lewis, Sarah Foran, and Christopher Faulkner. If you're a wrestler, come on up, please. Your wrestlers, Louis Ash, Chloe Obey, Ella Obey, Shyla Barrett Fisher, Dylan Bazanton, Nathan Bork, Gabrielle Buena, Aaron Cutler LeBlanc, Hannah Dedam, Emily Delaney, Andre Dixon, Brooklyn Doucette, Rael Doucette, Xavier Doucette, Nazari Faifura, Jaden Frenette, Ian Gillespie, Levi Haroldson, Alexander Ivanchenko, Michaela Jonas, Lori Kennedy, Logan Knutson, Calvin LeQuinn, Hayden Lopez, Aiden McKay, Ashton Maye, Ezra Martin, Nicole Nosby, Laura Reddersma, Gio Ryu, Jacob Smith, Harley Stewart Blizzard, Isaiah Vautour, Carson White Beliveau. Your wrestling night award goes to Calvin LeQuinn. One of the most important things that I saw this year was unified basketball. If you were a part of unified basketball, get up here right now, please. Your advisors, Angie McKillop, Anna McKillop, Dorothy Duplessis, Leah St. Pierre, Nathan McDonald, and Madison McDonald. I had the special privilege this year to watch the entrance of every team coming in, and I'll tell you, this was something special. Your unified basketball members, Kennedy Apthorpe, Heidi O'Coin, Dre Barnes, Celie Booth, C.G. Boschorn, Kylie DeVarens, Trevor Doucette, Louis Dressler, Zohir Aldou, Natalia Frazier, Maddie Gillis, Alexi Hebert, Ali Halal, Audrey Jameson, Adriana Plattis, Jordan Samut, Kaylee Smith, John Tibbett, Peter Traitz Bezanson, Maya West. The night Awards go to, wait for them all, Dre Barnes, Seeley Booth, C.G. Boschorn, Zohir Eldur, Alexi Hebert, John Tibbett, and Peter Treitz-Bezanson. Congratulations. Moving on to our spring sports. If you are a member of badminton, come on up, please. Advisors, Matt Bowes, Evan Lamb, and Blaine Anthony. Your badminton team, Mohamed Ansur, Heidi O'Coin, Peyton Brown, Alexa Kayago, Andy Choi, Vaughn Cruz, Kylie DeVarens, Min Tri Du, Louis Dressler, Ian Griffiths, Harmony Hebert, David Kim, Nat Lee, Sunny Lee, Nick Machado, Ilam Kalizai, Jaden Matthew Martin, Mackenzie Murdoch, Priyanka Nair, Anas Rad, Kaylee Smith, Nick Swain, Toby Tong, Ty Tran, George Vale, Abby Watson, Dylan Wood, and Ashlyn Wood. Your Badminton Night Award goes to Priyanka Nair. Congratulations. Girls Rugby Sevens. So if you're at all interested in sports, I highly recommend you check out any sort of sevens action for rugby. It's fast-paced, it's a quick game, but these girls, they're the future of our rugby program. Advisors, Austin White, Taylin Larley, and Emily Ricketts, your girls rugby sevens. Emily Brown, Sadie Casey, Marilee Carmichael, Isabel Conway-Perot, Maya Dadam, Violetta Lukanova, Sage McIntosh, Nada Ramadan, Abby Sylvester, Devin Thurrett, Vivian Vargas, and Avery Warden, with your night award going to Vivian Vargas. Would the second place girls rugby 15s please come up? What a crew. So girls, a little personal message from me. Many years ago, I coached the girls rugby program, and one thing that I said was, make sure that you hit hard, you walk around these halls with respect, you play with respect, and you wear your purple with pride. And you did that this year. Congratulations on an amazing season. Your advisors, Yaku Olivier, Austin White, Taylin Larley, Amanda Boudreau, and Emily Ricketts. Your girls rugby 15s provincial final game, 17-15, I'm tough, sorry. Rokiba Adelaide, Alexa Brazo, Megan Brazo, Tatiana Brito, Rayana Chevalier Monroe, Hannah Dadam, Brooklyn Doucette, Mika Doidora, Reese Galatis, Hannah George, Maddie Gillis, Audrey Jameson, Eve Kennedy, Mona Calafui, Alexis LeBlanc, Reese McLean, Adriana Plattis, Jill Peterson Bonspiel, Naomi Plord, Jessica Pratt, Aaliyah Roberts, Chloe Robichaux, Faith Spicer, and Ellis Steves. Your night award goes to Megan Brazo. No. Congratulations, girls. If I could call upon the 2024 Purple Pro, Mr. Ben Lass. Scott Fram, John Newhook, and Cameron Mackay, your boys rugby 15s. Congratulations, Mr. Lass. Your boys rugby 15s, Covey Alain, Teo Armand Tardy, Owen Arsenault, Louis Ash, Kyler Bastarash, Nathaniel Bork, Aidan Carpenter, Felix Chapman, Jaeyoung Chun, Patrick Cormier, Cole Crosman, George Davison, Jack Davison, Logan Dolmont, Josh Engelhardt, Nathan Gillespie, Dax Godin, Liam Hall, Rodrigo Harrow, Aaron Hutchison, Robert Lawler, Jack LeBlanc, Si-Kyung Lee, David McLean, Cohen McQuarrie, Callum McCullough, Nathaniel Michalix, Caleb Moores, Noah Moores, Gabrielle Mullen, Lucetti Muzingari, I'm sorry, Lucetti, Tito, we'll go with Tito, Rowan Paraka, Josh Quiros, Raman Razdan, Owen Robichaud Hurley, Felix Robichaud Noel, Ethan Robotham, Gio Ryu, Ian Soares, Daniel Spector, and Darren Williams. Your night award goes to Raman Razdan.
There are 5 sports left. For the record, we are actually flying. We're pleased with where we are. Could members of the track and field team make their way forward? Advisors, Mr. Sebastian Murphy and Mr. Arsenault and Mr. Plattis and Mr. Canova. Khalid Ahmed, Temitayo Heidi O'Coin, Jude Beliveau, Zach Baggin, Orandi Campbell, Sayoha Cole, Alicia Delphin, Kylie DeVaron, Louis Dressler, Ralph Galettes, Satante George, Ian Griffiths, Mohammed Hassan. Thank you. Michaela Jonas, Maya Legier Collette, Dizer McPherson. Really? Jaden Matthew Martin, Abel Nestor, Jordan Paris, Adriana Plattis, Isaac Quiros, Josh Quiros, Poppy Roberts, Jalen Sawyer, Asher Sheik, Darian Smart, Kaylee Smith, George Vale, Maya West. They're all here, and the night award goes to Darian Smart. Junior girls volleyball. Your advisors were Morgan Bowman and Mariah Boyle. More Moncton High alumni helping coach. Ruth Belinget, Emily Friel, Sophia Gabule, Hannah George, Talia D'Souza Gordine, Princess Jason, Laura Khatib, Jamie McClellan, Dana Paradis, Maya Trache, Elizabeth Van Leeuwen, Lauren Wallace. Night Award, Elizabeth Van Leeuwen. Junior boys volleyball advisors were Lori Warner and Gary Daigle. Abdul Anofi, Alejandro Arbos, Vaughn Cruz, Braden Daigle, Joey Goulet, Campbell Harris, Ethan Curvin, Easton Lackey, Nicholas Machado, Callum Mitchell, Brendan Murray, Toby Tong, Brandon Warner, and Tyler Warner. He is also your night award, Tyler Warner. Senior girls volleyball, coached by Emma McPhee. Kennedy Apthorpe, Olivia Bergman, Sophie Bouma, Maddie Gillis, Audrey Jameson, Jane McDowell, Adriana Plattis, Gabby Schlarb, Courtney Steves, Monica Thompson, Victoria Wilson, Chloe Wright. The Night Award goes to Courtney Steves. The last sport of the evening is the senior boys volleyball team, coached by Mr. Jack Gaudette. Jack Adams, Oscar Andrade, Dylan Bailey, Francis Cooper, Trevor Doucette, Ege Gune, Ali Halal, Kevin Lee, Mark Lontoc, Pedro Mendonca, Asher Sheikh, Nick Swain, LeBron Tagay, Luke Trites, Marcus Wilson, and the last night of the award of the evening goes to Trevor Doucette. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just about at the major award portion of our evening. We're almost there. There will be two musical numbers, first of all, two songs. The first song is Sonata by Saint-Saëns, Opus 168, performed by Ludia Park and Yaren Felter-Gonen. The second song will be performed by Ludia Park. It is Mr. Sisi by Hiromi.
Ethan, can we get some music for that, please? There you go. Start over.
Testing, testing. Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure this doesn't happen again like last time. I don't have any good jokes for you guys, unfortunately. Maybe someday.
Let's go. There are 3 teachers at this point retiring from Moncton High this year, and I sadly don't think any of them are here, but when you teach 30 years, you get involved, a lot of students, a lot of programs over the years. If you get a chance to say hello, congratulations to one of these 3 people over the next week or two. Miss Cynthia Hines is not here. Mr. Beck did a lot of things behind the scenes for a long time, and if he's here, I didn't see him, but there are things that have been built, the really nice centerpiece during basketball games on wheels that lights up. He did that on his own time. There's a ski rack. There are 100 things that he just built on his own time. He ran student council for a long time here. He's run our shop area for a long time. If you get a chance to say thank you to Mr. Beck, that would be cool. Miss George might be the best basketball player that I know in real life. Like in real life. I've seen better people, but that's someone that I know and can say hi to, and I'm proud to say is a friend of mine. She was so good in high school and so good at the national level in university, and brought her talents. She coached junior girls, senior boys at Moncton High for a little while, and has been involved in a lot of other things. She doesn't love the spotlight, which is why she isn't here right now, but please, if you get a chance to say hello to one of these lovely people, thank them for the time that they put in. And speaking of that, coaches and advisors. I know the programs that I run, Mr. Evans mentioned earlier that I ran 2 teams. I don't. Friends of mine and the staff that I work with run the 2 teams. They do a lot of work. I'm the teacher, so I'm the face at the front of it, but they volunteer their time. They come every day from their work, leave work early to get here for practice at 4 o'clock, and every program and advisor, some of those programs are running because someone is giving of their own time. A few teams this year, do we have a coach? Do we not have a coach? Someone gave up their time. So if those coaches, maybe parents, maybe teachers are here tonight, would you please stand and be recognized? Sometimes this works, sometimes it backfires. I went to Moncton High School a long time ago, and we tried quite hard to meet the criteria to receive our Big M Award. And sometimes when I've asked in the audience, any parents, any teachers out there that got their Big M Award, sometimes there's a wave of people that stand up. Sometimes it's just me. Is there any adult in the room that has received their Big M Award? If so, would you stand and be recognized, please? And it means something still. It means something to us. And I have a pretty great list here of students who received their Big M Awards. So grade 12s, you know what this is about. In fact, some of you have been going into Mr. Poirier's office in the last couple weeks. How many points do I need? But grade 9s who are here tonight, good for you for being here. You played on a team, you did your time, you worked in drama, you painted sets, be here. Grade 10s, 11s, this is something you can aspire towards, not so you'll get the Big M itself. You're in things because you love to be involved. Continue to do that, and you will be here in your grade 12 year. There are 25 names this year of people who received 24 points over their 4 years at Moncton High School. We dropped that number a little bit during the COVID dip, and we're back to 24 points. Mr. Poirier, in a non-creepy way, is watching everything you do in a non-creepy way. Non-creepy. At the end of every season, every coach is asked if every player on the team gets full points. Generally, the answer is yes. Sometimes something got in the way where someone doesn't get their points, etc. Every point, every sport you play, every activity has a number of points donated to it, and he keeps track from grade 9 on. And I feel pretty sure that if Mr. Poirier kept track, these are accurate. So it is a big deal. I'm asking that the Big M winners actually come up onto the stage. In fact, our recipients from now on will be coming up onto the stage. So please come up and be recognized. Why don't you let me call the whole list? Everyone come at the same time, okay? And then we'll all clap at once, please. So, congratulations to Jack Adams, to Kennedy Apthorpe, to Heidi O'Coin, to Kylie Blackman, to Megan Brazeau, to Lex Dayton, to Kylie DeVaron, Trevor Doucette, Louis Dressler, Paige Edgar, Ali Halal, Zay Halal, Audrey Jameson, Kevin Lee, Toby McNutt, Hannah Perry, Adriana Plattis, Naomi Plourde, Gio Rio, Asher Sheikh, Kaylee Smith, Courtney Steves, Nick Swain, Hannah Teed, and Maya West. Mr. Farrell and all of us would like to recognize you. Bend this a little bit if you can, guys. In the middle, back up a little bit so we can all get out here. Okay, we good? Can you? Yeah, we don't dare move this.
Want me to go behind?
I want you to be seen. You go front. Actually, and all you guys come around. Just around. Just so they can see you. Well earned. Congratulations. Congrats. Thanks for everything. And look, Joseph. Let's hear it for them.
Where do we look?
I mentioned this grad class. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Congratulations, Big M winners. While you were looking around the room, I'm not sure some of you may have seen and would go miss, but Mr. McPherson also received his Big M as well. I'm going to call upon Mr. O'Farrell and Mr. Pellerin to award Most Outstanding Music Contribution.
The Outstanding Music Contribution Award.
We hold this award in high regard, and it is an award that is not given out every year. We are fortunate to work with many talented musicians. However, this year we have a musician that embodies the true spirit of this award.
This person has consistently maintained academic marks in the high 90s. They are talented, humble, and generous. When young musicians are developing their craft, it is important that they see and interact with more seasoned musicians.
This year's recipient has the patience and generosity needed to lead and help young players grow as much as possible while lending their talents to support other musicians.
The Outstanding Music Contribution Award goes to Ludia.
What?
Yaron.
Ludia.
The Outstanding Music Contribution Award goes to Ludia Park and Yaron Felter-Ganon.
You know how they work?
Now I'll call upon Miss Leah Roberts, for outstanding performing arts contribution.
Hi, as Mr. Evans said, my name is Leah Roberts, and I know they didn't call me earlier, but I promise I am a part of the drama team. So it is my honor and privilege today to present the Major Drama Contribution Award to a student who has significantly contributed their time, talent, and energy into our drama department over the last 4 years. The student receiving this award is the heart and soul of our theater family, and they embody the spirit of dedication, passion, and creativity that we hold so dear. We have had the joy of watching this person grow as a performer and as an individual as they participated in every single play and musical that we've done over the past 4 years. This person has been a crutch that we could rely on, both on and off stage. We could always count on this person to be the first to know their lines, to volunteer to paint set pieces, and to offer to grab forgotten scripts, props, or coffee cups from our classrooms. To the recipient of this award, your impact goes far beyond the roles that you've played or the songs that you've sung. You have inspired those around you to reach higher, to dream bigger, and to never give up on their passions. Your commitment to excellence, willingness to support and uplift your peers, and your dedication to creating a loving and inclusive environment has left an incredible mark on our school's theater program. You've shown us that theater is not just about entertaining, but it's a platform for empathy, storytelling, inclusion, and self-discovery. You truly symbolize the best of Moncton High theater. With your ever-flowing creativity, your big heart, dang it, we know that you will face every challenge the future brings with grace, confidence, and of course a theatrical flair. As we present this award, we do so with the deepest of gratitude and love for you. This recognition is a reflection of all of your hard work, your talent, and your unwavering commitment to the arts. It is a symbol of our appreciation for the countless hours that you've invested into making MHS Drama the beloved program that it is today. And so, I am proud to present this award to none other than Hannah Perry. If you cry, thank you. Thank you. If you cry, I'm gonna cry. Let me put this on your beautiful little head. Oh my god, it's so good. Hi. Oh, I think we're supposed to smile for a picture or something. I don't know if we're supposed to smile at somebody for this, but. Okay, let's run away. I love you. I love you, Hannah!
Excellent. I'll now call upon Mr. Poirier to present the next award, and Mrs. McKillop actually to present Mr. Poirier to read the Joanne Thurrett Phys Ed and Leadership Award.
The Joanne Thurrett Leadership Award is presented in honor of a longtime supporter and physical education mentor, Joanne Thurrett. Ms. Thurrett's deep affection for Moncton High School was evident throughout her career as she tirelessly worked to make Moncton High student-athletes the best in the province. She championed excellence not only in sports and academics, but also in community service and leadership. Joanne's core lesson to students was the importance of giving back and helping others. She was instrumental in inspiring students to pursue coaching, teaching, and leadership roles within the community. Joanne's passion for Moncton High was unmistakable. She truly lived and breathed purple. This evening, I have the distinct honor of presenting the recipient of the Joanne Thurrett Leadership Award. The award goes to an individual who positively influences everyone he meets, embodying qualities admired by both peers and teachers. This year's winner exemplifies the characteristics of a great leader. He is hardworking, motivated, dependable, sincere, good-natured, and even has a playful, goofy side. The recipient of this prestigious award has demonstrated outstanding dedication to his school and community. He played volleyball for 4 years and football for 3. Additionally, he was a member of the grad class committee and volunteered with Unified Basketball. His commitment and hard work earned him his Big M, one of only 25 awarded to members of his graduating class. In September, he will take his football talents to the next level as he heads to Ottawa to become a GG. His perseverance and dedication over the years have truly paid off, and we wish him all the best in his future endeavors. Please join me in congratulating this year's winner of the Joanne Third Leadership Award, Ali Halal.
Congratulations, Ali. If you've been here before, you've probably noticed the shovel. If this is your first year, that shovel represents this next award, the Gordon M. Tingley Award, which is also known as the Digger Award. I'll call upon Mr. Last, please, to do the reading. And the presentation is Mr. Poirier? Nope, sorry. Mr. McPherson took my notes. Mr. Strugnall, come on up, please.
All right, the Digger Award. My personal favorite, I feel it's got the best trophy, and it's for resilience, usually in the face of hardship, and in that respect, you could probably give it to a lot of our grad class. Not just because I like you, that's a good reason, but that's not why. It's really because no matter how often your elders might complain about kids these days and their TikToks and their long socks and all the other imagined shortcomings of Gen Z, they can't relate at all to what you guys went through, like kind of coming of age with the shadow of COVID. Like I can't imagine what high school would have been like, without pep rallies or dances or like we split you guys in half for a little while there. It got pretty wild. And for me, this is the first crew that has kind of come through that and seems to be thriving on the other side, and I really couldn't be prouder of you. You really came of age without all the traditions and routines and like older student role models that we usually rely on to break in the grade 9s each year. And the winner of our award this year is one of those people that stepped into that leadership vacuum. And it became the obvious choice to be a captain of our varsity football team going into his grade 10 year. Now, by grade 10, he could outdo his lifting coach in pretty well every lift. And I guarantee that there isn't a single athlete in the audience here that put in half as much sweat in that weight room as this guy did. And that's not a knock against anyone in the audience. He might have a medical condition or be some kind of mutant, but the guy sweats a lot. Now, this fall, our favorite sweaty mutant helped lead our football team back to respectability after 2 pretty brutal years that had most of the players and coaches looking for the exits and thinking about their retirement speeches. But I say most because this was the exception. He had a really good sense of humor through everything and just stayed focused on the work and kept us all sane and kind of led us out of the darkness. And I couldn't be more thankful for that. He did everything his coaches asked him to and more. He was one of the best ball carriers and tacklers when he was coming into this school, but we needed offensive linemen. We needed somebody to block. So he put his hand up, packed on at least 50 pounds, and focused on being the best blocker he could. Never complained about it, and he was an anything for the team kind of guy. And that I can do it, hands up attitude was not a surprise at all. We saw that coming. My wife was his French teacher back at Sunnybury Middle School, and she frequently had him teaching lessons for her because he was ahead of the rest of the class, because his classmates listened to him more than they did to his teachers, and because he quite frankly can never shut up. He's the guy that raises his hand partway through the question and figures out the answer as he's talking. But as I'm sure his physics and chemistry and math teachers can attest, he usually knows what he's talking about, or at least he's got the grades to back it up. Now, all too often when we hear about one of our beloved football guys going off to play at the next level, they get a little confused and they think they're majoring in football, and they wash out after a semester because they're not that good at school. I think this guy's a pretty safe bet when he goes off to Mount A next year. If you've ever talked to him about math and science, again, he kind of struggles to cut off the conversation because he gets really excited. And I know I certainly put a big bet on him this year. After he approached me in the fall, he was, hey coach, maybe I want to play a little bit of rugby this year. I immediately started filling out the paperwork to jump from playing like exhibition rugby 7s to playing AAA rugby 15s. And the bet paid off. He led us, or helped lead us, to an undefeated regular season. And we ended up losing the semifinals to, well, a team that's won the finals more than any other team in the province and hasn't lost since COVID. So he's pretty good. And I gather he had a similar impact when he tried out for baseball in his senior year as well. So our digger went through 3 years of getting kicked around by COVID and by miserable football seasons. And then in his senior year, decided to take 3 varsity sports within a game or two of a provincial championship. I couldn't be more thankful for his contributions because he's that guy that fills both his teammates and coaches with confidence, because you can look across at the other bench and you know they don't have a Josh Engelhardt, and we do. Thanks, Josh. Come on, get your reward.
Congratulations, Josh. I'll now call upon Mr. Murphy and Mrs. Welling. Mr. Murphy will read for the female digger award, and Mrs. Welling will present it.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I have the pleasure of presenting our 2024 Female Digger Award. This is a student athlete who refuses to give up. They find an extra gear for the big game and dig deep when the big moment comes. I've had the pleasure of working with this individual as both her coach and her teacher. She is someone who dabbles in many things and excels at them all. Her roles within our school include being a top student, a leader on our varsity girls soccer team, a talented track athlete, and she is the 2024 grad class president. In all of these capacities, Kaylee Smith has proven time and time again why she is our Moncton High School Digger Award recipient. In the classroom, I've had the pleasure of teaching Kaylee physics first thing in the morning all year. To say that Kaylee is a morning person, well, it's a bit of a stretch. Who wants to do physics at 9 a.m. anyway? Certainly not Kaylee. But every day, Kaylee sits in class, uses every single second of her time. She works, often she struggles, but she asks hundreds, emphasis on hundreds, of questions, and she always digs until she gets it right. She's the exact student that I came into this profession to teach, dedicated, inquisitive, and strong-willed. On the field, I did not coach her soccer, but Coach Samet had this to say about Kaylee. My only challenge while coaching her was that I would get tired just watching her run nonstop, so much so that I often had to sit down. I think that encapsulates Kaylee as the digger perfectly. As grad class president, she has led the 2024 graduating class with grace. She would step up with a moment's notice and speak at an event. She was the go-to for advisors. She was very reliable, kept her council members accountable, and took criticism very well. On the track, I don't even know where to start. Kaylee never misses a practice. She leads our warm-ups, she always has a good attitude, and works as hard as anyone on the team. She's a leader on and off the track, always there for her teammates, and is one of the loudest cheers when she's not racing. In her grade 11 year, Kaylee helped her team earn a provincial bronze medal in the senior girls 4x100 meter relay. This past Saturday, Kaylee and her team turned that bronze into a provincial gold, one of the greatest accomplishments in the sport. Now, I've mentioned all of these amazing things that Kaylee does for Moncton High, but I'm at a loss that I cannot speak more to her ability as a national level curler. She has competed all over the country and has been very successful in doing so. Kaylee, it goes without saying that the things you have accomplished here are something to be proud of. You have balanced so many things and done them all admirably. You are a true Purple Knight. On behalf of Moncton High School, I would like to thank you for the impact that you have made on this community and wish you all the best with what's next. You will truly be missed. Please, everyone, join me in congratulating the 2024 Female Digger Award, Ms. Kaylee Summers-Smith.
Don't go too far, Mrs. Welling. Don't go too far. Up next, we have the Levangie Female Athlete of the Year, read by Mr. Poirier, presented by Mrs. Welling.
Okay, good evening. You all have to pretend right now that I am Mr. Jaco Olivier. He wrote this speech, and I am reading it word for word. I would like to start off by thanking Moncton High School for allowing me to present this award. I am truly honored by it, and also Mr. Poirier for reading this in my absence. No problem. I love attending these nights, and I'm sorely disappointed to be missing this one. And if you know me by now, invariably there would have been tears. Perhaps it's a good thing that I am not doing this one in person. In the sport of rugby, you don't retire a number. Each position has a specific number, and it never changes. Which means this: if you play in a jersey, that jersey and number was worn by a fair number of players before you. The New Zealand All Blacks, the fabled rugby team from that country, have a very simple tradition that is central to their success on the field. The day you retire and hang your cleats up, you only need to answer one question. Are you leaving your number in a better place, or did you raise the bar for the next person? I can tell you this female athlete elevated it to new heights through her on-field smarts and amazing work ethic. She has some big shoes that will need filling once she leaves us. In this world of likes and comments, we tend to look far and wide for our heroes. Our heroes can come from anywhere in the world, but what we tend to forget is that we have people that walk beside us each day in the hallways or sit next to us in class that are our actual heroes. They are so close, yet we don't even know it. Coming from a family that seems to produce athletes like it's nothing, she still had to put the work in because nothing in life is free and hard work trumps all. And she understood this. Heroes are defined by the actions we don't see them taking. It is difficult to tell how an athlete will react in their very first game. Some go straight ahead and some check it out first. She was the latter. Checked it out and then launched into it with single-minded devotion that only she possesses. We knew we had something on our hands in grade 9, but we did not know to what end. She is a winner, and she has a hunger to outperform no matter what, and it is always coupled with hours and hours of hard work that no one sees, in the basement or out on the lawn of her house. The work just never seems to stop. From Rugby Canada ID camps in Nova Scotia to U18 Rugby Canada national team camps in grade 11 already, nothing seems to be out of reach for her. I would not call her shy. She has grown her stature as a team leader through her time with us, and she speaks with measured words when it's required. And people listen. I would call her reserved, though, and that is okay because we don't all have to be cheerleaders. Reserved leadership is a good quality to have. People tend to listen to quiet leaders. Having seen a few of these awards handed out in the past, I can tell you that you don't win this particular award if you don't also exhibit outstanding qualities as a person. There are many outstanding athletes at MHS, but being a good person on top of that is what makes you stand out. As a parent myself, I can say that all you ever hope for is that your kids grow up to be good people, people that understand compassion and care. And she exhibits both these endearing qualities, both on the field and off. Next, it's off to UPI, where I back the Vegas odds that she will be the AUS Rookie of the Year, just because she can, and it's a competition, and everything in life worth having is worth competing for and worth working for. I will finish up with this. The Plattises have raised an incredible human being and an amazing athlete on top of that. And I am 100% sure she is not done yet. Thank you for entrusting us with her talent. It is therefore with great pleasure that I would like to call Adriana Plattis to the stage.
For the Male Athlete of the Year, I'll call upon Mr. Anthony to present and Mr. McPherson to read.
Mr. Lass mentioned a couple down years. COVID hurt everyone, but it hurt Moncton High, and it certainly hurt Moncton High male athletes. Those down years weren't just in football. They were in basketball, they were in hockey, volleyball, everyone was down. And those years having the discussions about who's going to be the Male Athlete of the Year, sometimes they were pretty bleak. We don't really have one, but this is a nice guy. That has happened before from time to time. I've been here 27 years. Sometimes there's a real athlete, sometimes there's not. This is one of those good years, and you can tell because all of those sports that had down years had some big moments, some big games, got some W's. That's happening because athletes are in front of us right now. So this particular Athlete of the Year is exactly that. He is fast, he is strong, he can fly, he's got hands that are crazy. And I'm very proud of him for a lot of reasons, for 3 reasons quickly. One of them is that he forgave me. I can be pretty loud when I coach. I'm nowhere near as loud as I used to be. You guys weren't even born, I used to lose my mind. But I did that very thing. I lost my mind. Something broke in my head about a year ago. And I took out, rightfully so, by the way. I don't yell because people miss shots or foul shots or fall down. When this is what we're doing, do this. And that doesn't happen. And then you remind a little more vocally. Something broke in my brain when I yelled so loud, like windows broke in the gym. This person shrugged it off and continued to play. The second reason I'm really proud of this guy is that he and our other 3 seniors on the basketball team this year, they had choices to make. We were coming off the hardest year in Moncton High male basketball history. The hardest year. Trust me, I've been there for almost half of them. And they could have decided not to play, or they could have decided to make it about them. This boy and the rest of them decided, nope, we're going to do the right thing. We're going to buy in. We're going to work as hard as we can, make good choices, which led to the season that we had. The third reason I'm really proud of this person is he truly gets student athlete. Many coaches, guys and girls that run programs here at Moncton High, we get it. That is why you're here. That's first. We celebrate this stuff. We enjoy this stuff. You remember this stuff. Student part comes first. So this person brought physics books, always physics books on the road. I happened to be taking students camping on a 3-day camping trip a couple weeks ago. He's doing his physics homework on the bus. I'm not kidding. His physics teacher happened to be on the bus and was answering questions. So that does mean something. That's not why he's Athlete of the Year, but that's why he's a special Athlete of the Year. So, of course, I'm talking about Kevin right now. And Kevin caught basketballs this year. We had a lot of turnovers, one of our problems, but we would have had a lot more every game if it weren't for Kevin. I yelled many times, don't throw that pass. It's not Kevin. Kevin's the one guy, he would get it. He would just go and get stuff that he shouldn't have because he could do it all. Quick story, just a quick one because we've been here a while. Because Kevin's also, he's different. Kevin's awesome, but he's different. So here's an example of how he's different, and this is one of the reasons I love him. In our spirit game, which usually when a season ends, it ends on a loss. Usually you lose, your season's over, you have to say goodbye in a locker room. we get to end on a win. We played in front of 600 people, and it was just one of those really positive games, not just for the team. The school needed that. Had fun on a Friday, get out of class, come cheer, and really win against a crosstown rival. We hadn't beat them all year, hadn't beat them in 2 years, and won thoroughly. And I talked about the seniors before that game, and I said, the only person that can stop Kevin is Kevin, and it's true. And this year, he didn't stop himself. Last year, that game, he stopped himself. He wasn't listening, but he bought in. He had an incredible game that game, so haven't got to the weird part yet. Probably you noticed, ball was stolen. I think Ian stole the ball and passed it ahead to Kevin. And I spent years saying, we don't dunk. We're not a dunking team. Usually high school guys miss dunks in New Brunswick. We're not a dunking team. I saw it coming. I said, he's going to hammer this thing down. I saw he had space and time, and I said, geez, I hope he doesn't miss it. Inside, I was quietly saying, knock this thing down, man. Go get him. Outwardly, I had to act like I was upset. He left off 2 feet, way over the rim, and just smashed it. There was not a kid, some kid who went to, oh, don't want basketball, I'm just going to go. They were up and cheering. The place went nuts. So we're up 20 or 30, whatever. Kevin's coming out of the game. He's probably not going in. It's late in the fourth quarter, and he says, hey, Coach, can I have your keys to the locker room? I said, yeah, Kev, wait a minute. There's like 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter of your senior game, your last game. Are you okay? Are you sick? You want the keys? He goes, no, I want to go get my pink tape. I said, your pink, like, athletic tape? You're probably not going back in, man. We're up 25. He said, no, but the girls love it. And I say, Kevin, you just two-hand dunked with ease in front of 600 people. They know who you are, man. You're good. So there were a lot of good athletes up here today. Like I said, this was a special grad class. Your athlete of the year is Kevin Lee. The biggest part of the evening is right in front of us. We're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad you've been fantastic. It seems like it's been a fun night. You've been respectful. We have 4 people this year receiving distinction awards. I feel like it doesn't need a whole lot of explanation, but they're a room full of teachers and advisors who have taught these people, worked with these people for years. And those points that Mr. Poirier diligently keeps are up on actually the television in my room, and we are discussing who has portrayed themselves to be truly distinct, carried themselves properly in a restaurant, in a locker room somewhere else, when playing the opposition, done everything right. Who has carried themselves? Who has been either a multi-activity, multi-sport, done a lot for Moncton High, put the school first. And there are 4 people this year. I'm going to ask Madame Ryan Robichaud to come up, please, this way and speak. And Mrs. Welling, you are a presenter for this first one.
All right. I didn't want to be first, but that's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to stand before you today to celebrate the achievements of one of our outstanding students. The Distinction Award is reserved for those who exemplify not only academic excellence, but also dedication, perseverance, and a commitment to making a positive impact within our school community. The recipient of this prestigious award embodies all of these qualities and more. I've had the privilege of getting to know the students inside and outside of the classroom, and I've been even lucky enough to travel across the world with her. She has consistently demonstrated exceptional talent and hard work throughout her time at Moncton High. Academically, she has shown a remarkable ability to excel across a wide range of subjects, always striving for the highest standards and achieving outstanding results. Her curiosity and passion for learning are truly inspiring, setting a benchmark for excellence that motivates peers and teachers alike. Beyond the classroom, she has also been a pillar of our school community, whether it be on the soccer field, the yearbook committee, or volunteering in various initiatives. Paige Edgar has shown a genuine commitment to making our school a better place. Her leadership, kindness, and willingness to help others have left an indelible mark on all of us. What sets Paige apart is not just her academic achievements, but her character. She stays humble, she approaches challenges with determination and a positive attitude, always ready to go the extra mile to achieve her goals or to help others in need. Her integrity, empathy, and resilience are qualities that will undoubtedly lead to continued success in the future. Paige, you can come on up. In recognition, in recognition of Paige's exceptional accomplishments and contributions to our school, it is with great pride that we present this distinction award to Paige Edgar. She is a shining example of what can be achieved through hard work, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. So you've already clapped, but I was going to say, please join me in congratulating Paige on this well-deserved honor. Oh.
For our next distinction award, I'm going to ask Madame O'Brien-Godet to come read, please. And I love you, brother, but it says Mrs. Anthony as a presenter. I don't know if it's a typo, if there's someone I don't know about, but Mr. or Mrs. Anthony, if you would come present, please.
I'm just so excited. I always want to just go blurt out the name, like right here. And I'm pretty proud of myself because I haven't said anything in 2 weeks. Okay, so calm, unassuming, engaged, hardworking, reliable, and oh, what a can-do attitude. These descriptors are quite consistent for this kind and funny Purple Knight, not only from this year's teachers and coaches, but throughout her journey inside and outside of this building. This fine human has been an excellent volunteer for Unified Basketball and for the Best Buddies programs. She has volunteered her time to work with our Special Olympians, never missing a practice, and the students loving to work with her. She has a pleasing personality and wonderful leadership skills. The smile on her face while she volunteers and while she works with others says it all to many watching her. She is dedicated, sincere, and an asset to her community. This outstanding knight was a member of our student council for 3 years. She began as a grade 9 rep, then was elected to the grade 10 rep position, and ended her tenure on student council in her 11th year as the events coordinator. Regardless of her title, though, she was at events helping with the setup and the teardown, offering creative ideas, and contributed to a very positive and productive team, and we as a school have benefited from her dedicated involvement. Sources also tell me that she is responsible for choreographing many stucco dance numbers for our assemblies throughout the years. On our grad council this year, her senior year, this executive constantly worked behind the scenes, planning, organizing, and researching information so that we could host activities on budget. She was a key player developing surveys and analyzing the results to engage students to create a more enjoyable event for her fellow graduates. On many occasions, she would have a passing comment for me when I was in the cafeteria. Madame, I've called here. Madame, I've looked into this. Madame, you're going to have to call this person. I have this contact for you. She just gets the job done, and always with a great sense of humor. She's accomplished many things here at Moncton High School, yet I'm not done. Outside of our building, this fearless redhead has been busy dancing competitively for 8 years, but has been a pillar of strength for the Académie de Ballet Classique et de Danse Moderne since she was a wee 3-year-old. She competed at events throughout the Maritimes, and of course, in her true fashion, was not just a delight on stage, but also that calming force behind the scenes for her fellow teammates prior to troupe performances. Many of us has enjoyed her performances at the dance school's year-end recitals, or better yet, at their annual Nutcracker shows during the holiday season at the Capitol Theatre, where she excelled in many, many different roles. I'm still not done. This young lady has persevered through the late immersion program during COVID, that means a lot, and is graduating with her FI certificate with an impressive oral proficiency level. And she's been dancing 5 nights a week. I'm so pleased to award this distinction to Miss Hannah Teague.
So far, so good. Round 3. Mr. Arsenault will be reading Mr. Strugnall. Please, the presenter.
Good evening. Tonight I have the privilege of standing before you to recognize a student who exemplifies in every aspect what it means to be a Purple Knight. When I got word that this student was to be presented with a distinction award, I wasn't surprised in the least. Given the impact that this student has made on our school, they have more than earned the honor carried by this award. I've come to know this student mostly through our theater program, where they've been nothing less than a pillar for the last 4 years. I can still recall their first performance at Moncton High. It was a little student-written play called Give Me an M. This 9th grade student had landed a lead role and endured many difficult, staggered, masked-up rehearsals, and grads might recall that this particular show happened during the depths of COVID, and there were a lot of roadblocks to making this happen. However, in spite of major difficulties, this student showed exceptional poise, grace, and dedication, helping make Give Me an M a success in the face of adversity. This production revealed to me at once the potential that this student possessed, not only as an actress, but as a Purple Knight. As time went on, this person would earn more lead roles in drama, helping to rebuild our theater program as we tackled more ambitious productions with each passing year. This time around, she accepted a smaller role in order to accommodate her commitment to many other clubs at MHS. But even as an ensemble member, this student had a major impact on this year's show, Mamma Mia. One moment in particular that stands out to me is when this student had to fill in for one of our leads on short notice. That's bad news. Generally, you don't want that to happen. So during the run of Mamma Mia, we had a sold-out audience coming in. And it's a great feeling when you have that. However, when one of your main characters can't sing, that becomes a bit of a problem. So it was a bit of an unlucky turn of events. Sickness had taken its toll, vocal cords were in jeopardy, and the directors had to get really creative to find a solution. But lucky for us, we were able to count on somebody to step in and sing, and that person was the recipient of tonight's award. She had no trouble studying this part last minute, learning the lyrics, learning the melodies, the timing, and then singing backstage while trying to line up with the lip movements of the actor on stage. It's a little bit difficult to describe how stressful that is, but you can maybe imagine that. So in this crazy moment, we had a student step up and do something that was really scary and stressful, and it was a situation that would have made others crumble, but to this student, it was just another day in the life. And at this point, you might know who I'm talking about, but others won't. And that is because, in spite of their immense talent and laundry list of accomplishments, both academic and extracurricular, this student is as humble as she is talented. I've never heard her brag about herself, even though she's got every right to. For instance, I had to find out through the grapevine that she was recently accepted to NYU Abu Dhabi. Over the last 4 years, I've watched this student grow into a leader and role model for this school. Her leadership qualities have served her well in many aspects of her life at MHS, as she has been part of Model UN, Student Council, and much more. These clubs have given her the opportunity to become a worthy representative of Moncton High School and a leader in our school community. Now you know why they call me Crybaby. Finally, to the recipient of this award, it has been such a joy to see you grow into a leader and role model at MHS. It has been such a privilege to work with you in our drama club and see you develop into a wonderful performer that we've always known you to be, and to see you shape our group into a positive and welcoming environment for everybody. I am so proud to speak on your behalf. And so, ladies and gentlemen, Purple Knights, let's have a round of applause as this distinction award is awarded to Zay Halal.
Our last distinction award this evening will be read by Mr. Murphy, and the presenter will be Mr. Anthony.
Good evening, everyone. I'm back again. Tonight, I have the honor of presenting a true Purple Knight with a distinction award. I've worked with this student as a teacher, an advisor, and as a coach. They've been a part of many things here at Moncton High, including track and field, cross country, volleyball, drama, debate club, and Model UN. This past year, he won the Best Delegate Award at Model UN. He has been chosen by his grad class to represent them as their valedictorian. And last, but certainly not least, he has served as a defining member of our student council team for the past 2 years. In his grade 11 year, he was our secretary-treasurer, and this past year, he has served as our student council president. Being the leader of a large entity is no easy task, whether it is a team, a company, a club, or committee. Opinions about the leader tend to be heard about the things that they don't do or the mistakes that they make. Much less often do they get the praise for the things that they are doing or the things that happen behind the scenes. Being student council president is no exception to this. It is my focus here tonight to make sure that Asher Sheikh hears the praise that he deserves. Asher has taken this challenge and handled it with grace, patience, and poise. He is a different kind of president than most. He's not loud or boisterous, and he is not overly demanding or hard on his team. Instead, he is a quiet leader. He leads by example, is easygoing, and shows up every day with a steady, unwavering way of tackling life. Asher has shown flexibility, a willingness to learn, and a fantastic stage presence. He's a perfect mix of confident and not arrogant, calm but not lazy, funny yet professional, and most of all, kind and compassionate beyond measure. During his tenure as president, Student Council has had many successful events, including pep rallies, spirit games, dances, talent shows, assemblies, and many more. Asher has been at the forefront of all of this, leading weekly meetings with the 12 members on his team, ensuring everyone was involved and everything was getting done. He even ensured that we would have a new bus that come at a more convenient time by lobbying with the city and getting them here to make it better for students to get to their events, or get home from their events, I should say. The thing that has impressed me most about Asher as our president is his ability to pivot. We've had many things go wrong. His advisors, us, have shot him down many times, and he's even had an extra lunch hour thrown at him. But time and time again, he's adjusted and found a way to make it work. Asher took it upon himself to lobby with the office to give him a personal interest course during first semester during the grade 9 lunch hour. The purpose of this course was for Asher to be able to develop a junior student council comprised of 6 members. And Asher elected, worked with, and gave the reins to the new student council, junior student council, for second semester. Everyone on his team had a role, and due to Asher's leadership and guidance, had the tools they needed to take over when it was time for Asher to step away. Asher, I am endlessly proud of you for the things that you have accomplished and for how you've grown over the years. You've taught me a lot, and I will miss having you email me at 2 a.m. asking me to buy something for you for 8 a.m. the next day. I will miss your digs at me during meetings, and I will need a new translator for all your guys' weird Gen Z slang. It is with great pride and pleasure that I present this Moncton High 2024 Distinction Award to Mr. Asher Sheikh.
If those last 8 people were unanimously chosen to be digger and athletes and truly distinct, try and imagine what we all feel about the night of the year. I'm going to ask Mrs. McKillop to come up and read, and our own Mr. Farrell to present, please.
The Night of the Year Award honors a student who embodies the very spirit and heart of our student body, excelling not only academically, but in every facet of student life. This year's honoree is someone who consistently prioritizes others, contributes to the school's successes and improvement, and tirelessly sets a positive example for teammates, peers, and the entire community. She truly epitomizes the saying, "Great leaders do not set out to be a leader. They set out to make a difference." This year's night has an extraordinary ability to positively impact everyone she meets. She possesses qualities deeply admired by her peers, including leadership, hard work, motivation, dependability, sincerity, maturity, patience, and above all, a selfless nature. She encourages others and instinctively knows what to do without seeking recognition or credit. No obstacle was too large, no challenge unmet, and no goal too high for her relentless determination. As a student council member in grade 11 and 12, she represented the class of 2024 and served as the communications director, managing the Moncton High School Instagram and delivering MHS announcements. Alongside these duties, she helped organize and plan events for the student body. She excelled in track and field, soccer, and was instrumental in running unified basketball for Special Olympians. A vital member of the Best Buddies program, She consistently gave back through volunteering, always with a smile, and in leadership roles. Her contributions were crucial in Recreation and Sport Leadership 12, where she was valued for ensuring always smooth operations for all volunteer events for our school and the community. Other schools would often ask if this particular night was available for cross-country meets, recognizing her exceptional organizational leadership skills. This hardworking night was also captain of her Dragon Boat team, overseeing communications, t-shirts, fundraising, and many other responsibilities. As a co-op teacher for our younger students, she was caring, helpful, and able to run a class like an experienced teacher. All students and staff love working with a student with such remarkable talents and enthusiasm for learning. Her reputation for excellence extends beyond our school. She is sought after throughout the community for her top-notch work. In addition to her numerous responsibilities at school and in sports, she has been a dedicated member of Team Pugsley Curling for the last 5 years. This year, her under-18 team became provincial champions and represented New Brunswick at the Nationals in Ottawa. This night puts in the work, selflessly being the last to leave and the first to arrive. She is the driving force behind many of this year's achievements. This graduate exemplifies heart, determination, and drive, with her purple pride shining through in all she does. The Knight of the Year award goes to a distinguished athlete, an honors student, and an exceptional knight. I would like everyone to please stand and join me in congratulating this year's Knight of the Year, Maya West.
Just before we bring Mr. Farrell up to say goodnight, this evening happens for a number of reasons. One of them is that Ethan is back there making sound and light happen. It happens because our phys ed department is the heartbeat of the school. Absolutely. Mr. Poirier doesn't only keep track of your points, he makes sure every single team comes in on budget, every single team is meeting academic requirements. He is at it all the time, scheduling, reffing, etc. Him, the whole phys ed department. We have an administration here that let things happen. They really encourage and let things happen and appreciate when good things happen. They need to hear that from time to time because there's too much good in this room. Make sure you let them know. Anyone left? Oh yeah, this happens because there are 48 programs that run with coaches and advisors and your parents who drove you all over the Maritimes to play and perform, okay, who drove you to 5-hour sessions of drama on Sunday afternoons, those many teachers who put time in, right, the music department who has people playing every chance they get, to the custodians who set up this room last night for performance on stage, tore everything down and set up again. That's their own time. So thank you to everyone who performed. Mr. Farrell.
This evening makes me very proud. Although they took half my speech,
of thanks. This is my 33rd awards banquet. 3 as a student athlete from 84 to 87, and then the last 30 years as an educator. So I'm extremely, extremely proud because I know the individuals that we honored here, everybody that came up to the stage and on the stage, make Moncton High School a better place every day. And I want everybody to put their hands together and thank all of these young student athletes, performing arts, right across the board. I've been here a long time, not as long as this piano behind me or this podium here. Some of the benches that we've taken from the old high school on Church Street. But I tell you, these two gentlemen who've thanked everybody, two not only colleagues, but two of my really good friends, they've been here almost as long as I have. I don't even remember who hosted this event before they did. That's how long they've been doing this. A warm applause for all the time and effort from Mr. Evans and Mr. McPherson. Although it was already said, the parents that are in attendance, thank you for sharing your kids with us. They are true ambassadors, they are true leaders, and you ought to be proud of yourself. Thank you. Thanks, guys. None of these events, nothing can happen. All the magic of this evening, all the stuff that goes on in our school could not happen without our volunteers. And yes, they are. They're volunteers, and many of them put more hours in doing what they enjoy for these students than they actually do probably their job. And I mean that in a good way. The one that they actually get paid for because they care so much. From some of our alumni that come back and volunteer, thank you. It means so much. The mums and dads, the people from the community that do not work in this school. Without you volunteering your time, we don't have these programs. And to my amazing staff who step up every day and want to run clubs at noon hours, they want to volunteer their time after school on weekends, Friday nights, Saturday nights, during Christmas holidays. They do it nonstop. For each one of you sitting down, all of our students, a warm applause for all of them, please. I'm going to sum this evening up really quickly, but very proudly. To our Purple Knights, okay, this is your evening. All of you are winners, not just our major award winners. All of you are winners. You are all leaders in this community, and you make Moncton High School, as I said earlier, a better place every day. Thank you so much for being Purple Knights, and we look forward to another amazing year next year. Study hard and have a great night.